134, I want you to explain what is MFRS 134 and give me two significant events and transactions.
I would like to answer this question.
I will be presenting part A, which is interim financial reporting under MFRS 134. So basically, MFRS 134 is a Malaysian standard that explains how companies should prepare and present their interim financial reports. Interim reports are financial reports prepared for a period shorter than a full year, such as quarterly or half-yearly reports. The main objective of MFRS 134 is to make sure companies provide financial information that is timely, relevant, and reliable before the annual report is released. Under this standard, companies can present either a full set or a condensed set of financial statements. Usually, this includes the statement of financial position, profit or loss, cash flow, changes in equity, and some selected notes. Overall, MFRS 134 helps improve transparency and makes financial information easier to compare over time. So, let's move on to question 2. I will be using Panasonic Holding Berhad as my example. There are two significant events identified since the end of the last annual reporting period. The first event is the improvement in the company's financial performance. For year 2025, Panasonic recorded revenue of 333,767 million compared to 309,342 million for year 2024, which is about a 7.9% increase. This growth was mainly driven by stronger domestic demand, better export performance, and the introduction of new products targeted at younger consumers. So this is significant because it clearly shows that the company's financial performance has improved compared to the previous year. The second event is related to the company's financial position. Total assets increased from 270,618 million to 306,040 million. At the same time, borrowing also increased from 62301 million to 82024 million. This was mainly due to higher inventories, interest rate receivable, and additional working capital needed to support business growth. This is significant because it shows that while the company is expanding, it also requires more financing, which is increase its liabilities.
For the third question, I refer to the company's third quarter interim report for the financial year ending 28 February 2025, which is prepared in accordance with MFRS 134 of interim financial reporting for company of Panasonic Holdings Berhad. For statement of financial position presented, the current period are as at 28 February 2025 and its comparative period is as at 29 February 2024. This reflects the company's financial position at a specific point in time at the end of the interim period. The income statement for current and comparative period are only for 9 months, which starting from 1st June 2024 until 28 February 2025 for current period and 1st June 2023 to 29 February 2024 for comparative period. Next, for statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, it presented in two periods, which is 3 months period starting from 1st December 2024 to 28 February 2025 and the 9-month year-to-date period starting from 1st June 2024 and 28 February 2025. The comparative figures are shown for the corresponding periods in the previous financial year to ensure consistency and comparability. In addition, the statement of cash flows and the statement of changes in equity are presented on a year-to-date basis, which is from 1st June 2024 to 28 February 2025, together with the comparative periods from the previous year. In conclusion, the interim reporting periods for Panasonic comply with MFRS 134, where the financial information is presented for both the current interim period and the corresponding period of the previous year at comparison. Okay, thank you Amin for your explanation. Next, moving on to MFRS 8. Who would like to explain about MFRS 8 and the CODM?
Me, madam, I can explain about MFRS 8. MFRS 8. MFRS is actually an accounting statement that requires a company to disclose information about its operating statement. This is help users of financial statements to understand how the business is performing in different parts. Okay, so the significant reason of MFRS 8 is actually to help users to evaluate the nature and financial effect of the company business activity, but also help the user understand the environment economy where the company operates. This accounting standard use a management approach. This means the segments are identified based on the internal report that are regularly reviewed by the Chief Operating Decision Maker, or we call it CODM. CODM use this performance or this report to evaluate the performance and allocate resources.
Thank you, Farhan. Next, what is a CODM? CODM is the Chief Operating Decision Maker. Refer to the person or group in the company that is responsible for making important operating decisions. The CODM decide how company resources should be allocated among different business segments and review the performance of those segments. For example, in Top Glove Corporation Berhad, the Chief Operating Decision Maker is the top management team. These include the board of directors and senior executives, such as the managing director. They make important decisions on resource allocation and review the performance of the company business segment, especially the glove manufacturing operation.
Okay, thank you Farhan for your answer. Next, give me the types of secondary report and how FAR570 disclose information of financial statement. Who would like to answer?
I would like to answer, madam. A business segment is one part of a company that sells a certain product or service. It is reported separately because it has different risks and profit from other parts of the business. And a geographical segment is one part of a company that operates in a certain country or region. It is reported separately because different places have different risks and profit. As you can see from MISC Berhad financial report, the business have both segments, which is the group operate through 4 main reportable business segments, which is gas asset and solution, petroleum and product shipping, offshore business, and marine and heavy engineering. This shows that they having operate multiple product and service. Meanwhile, geographical segment, the business footprint is divided into two primary categories, which is Malaysia, domestic, and international, such as strategic shipping route and offshore project across Asia, America, Europe, and Africa.
Okay, now we are moving on to the two key benefits of the segmental reporting for the financial statement user. First and foremost, segmental reporting enables users to understand the performance of different business activities effectively. By dividing profit, revenue, asset according to operating segment, user can identify which segment contribute the most of the company overall performance and which segment may be underperforming. Okay, so based on MISC Berhad report show here, the Petronas and Product Shipping segment generate the higher revenue, contributing around 44.85% of total revenue. This indicates that there is a company core business segment. Therefore, user can clearly understand that without this segment, MISC Berhad overall revenue would be significantly lower. Okay, moreover, segment reporting help users to understand the different risks and economic environment faced by different business segments. Different segments operate under different market conditions, regulation, and risk exposure. Okay, for example, based on MISC Berhad financial report, the marine and heavy engineering segment is exposed to risks such as oil price volatility, contract delay, and cyclical industry demand. Meanwhile, the offshore business segment faces different risks, including charter rates and vessel utilization. Okay, now.
Thank you Zaid and everyone for your cooperation for this class. See you guys next week. Thank you.
Thank you.